Hello and welcome to another episode of Gyro Plays Enter the Gungeon. I don't know. Let's go play some Gunslinger, dang it. We're gonna not fall into that ever again. We played pretty well in the last run, so I don't want to follow that up with a loss. Why are we going Gunslinger? I want to be 100%, like, this is the only one that this is the only run that I'm doing for the night. So I want to make sure in my own lazy way, I guess. No, let's not call it lazy, because it's, you know, give it like demonizing my own performance. Let's call it resourceful. You know? You feel? Let's call it resourceful. We're wanting to maximize our own banter with my own brain. You know, it's just one of those things you want to perfect whenever you possibly could. Tonight we we tried out something like a little bit different than usual. I'm not sure how I fully felt about it, you know, to be honest with you. And I'm not like trying to open up the floor for opinions. This is completely just a personal thought. I already know how I'm gonna move forward with it. It's just one of those things that you know, it's just you have to figure out on your own. Essentially, the wife wanted to play some Jackbox tonight, so I was like, all right, let's go stream it. And she's like, okay, let's just let's tell my friends, and we'll go play it. And you could tell right off the bat, they were like, what is going on? Why is Jerome all of a sudden extremely loud and like cartoony? It's just, it's me, it's stage me. Those who have known me longer than, I don't know, than most people will know that I'm very good at flipping the switch of showmanship versus regular me. Regular me will mostly stay to myself. Yeah, and I know I'm peeling back the veil a little bit for you. Maybe I'm ruining your what's the word I'm looking for? Perception of me as a video creator. I mean, it really shouldn't. Like, if you look at any actors, I mean, I'm not saying I'm at that caliber whatsoever. If you look at anybody though in on a career, or even someone who acts, you know, someone who acts or someone who does music, that's not gonna be 100% them on stage. You know, it's a cartoon version of yourself. It's a caricature, you know, because otherwise you're not gonna be interesting enough. Yeah, that's a little bit of tidbit for you for those that are wanting to get into this, making videos or anything like that. Yeah, sorry, you just being yourself isn't gonna cut it. I'm gonna be honest with you, and 100% of the time, whenever I say to somebody I do, like, I post videos on YouTube or I stream, the look that I get is usually like, you don't seem like a YouTuber, you know, you don't act like basically an immature brat. But let's just let's not punch up, okay? But yeah, you gotta be a little bit more charismatic than your normal self, essentially, is what I'm getting at. I love this tank room. You see the outline on the map, on the mini-map? Mini-map. So I'm not saying it was like a hot mess. It's just didn't feel as natural as you would want a usual video or like that kind of thing to go. I mean, honestly, we had fun playing the Jackbox game. Like, it was actually just, you know, we had a good time. But yeah, as far as continuing to do that like as a series, or like even posting the recording of it, I mean, honestly, I got a lot of data. I have a lot of information that I can take onto my next recording, and for me, that's a W. Yo, we got 2 of these mimics in 1 floor? Well then, we're definitely not gonna pick that up. That is a cursed item. Mostly because I don't know how to use it. I get it, you know? Stop punching down on me. You enter the Gungeon professional. Are we done with the map? Yo, we got a shot grub. Okay, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of anything with the word shot in it. Shotty is a melody in my head. Yeah, a little bit of a Akon for you. Wait, is that Akon? That's not. It's not, is it? Who made Shotty is a melody in my... I know you can Google it, okay? I can't quite Google it when I'm in the middle of a game here. I mean, I could just hit pause and Google, sure. I've done it before. It's been a thing that's happened before. Oh, by the way, a little bit of functionality for you on the YouTube side. I have made it so that the episodes are coming out in the playlist in descending order. So, like, if you search the playlist and hit the top 1, it'll be the latest video instead of the other way around, which didn't make any sense ever. So yeah, hope you appreciate that. You know, we try our best to give you, you know, the top quality, the best that I can, the best of a man can get around here. Oh, isn't that Gillette? You know what? Just for that, you can't watch the video anymore. Sorry. I don't know. I'm in a mood. It's a Monday, okay? I'm in a mood. Maybe it's a good mood. You know, what is it with Mondays and bad moods? You know, like, and I know that this is gonna be a little bit preaching to the choir / like, I don't necessarily agree with myself what I'm about to say. It's like, people usually dread Mondays because they don't want to be at work. But aren't you like isn't that like completely ungrateful for your job? Like, like, shouldn't you be thankful for what you are able to provide to the universe with your time, and also that you can pay your rent and eat food. You know, back when you were like a whippersnapper, like 15 years old or 16 years old, you were looking for any sort of job so you can finally buy that girl some Burger King or something, take her out on a date. I don't know. You never bought a girl a Burger King? You know, maybe you have a different price range for your dates, but we're getting hit a lot. Let's stop that. This is supposed to be a chill run, played as the gunslinger, but I think I am maybe a little bit too chill, you know? As I use the snowballer. I think I made a reference in another video about David King, and then another YouTuber proceeds to make like 3 jokes about David King in the same day, or maybe the day after. And I was just like, are you kidding me? It's something about I mentioned Scary Movie 2, and for some reason Scary Movie 2 was mentioned on a stream, like in chat with like 5,000 people. And the streamer picked it out, and they decided to talk about it for a while. Scary Movie 2. David, is it David King or David Cross? Now that I want to Google. David King. David King is a sir and he's an emeritus professor in physical chemistry. We are definitely talking about David Cross. And if you compare the two, if you right now look up David King on a separate tab, preferably, and then look up David Cross, you know, there's some similarities there. Well, David Cross was from, you might know him as Tobias Funke from Arrested Development. I think that's my favorite role for him. He was also in Alvin and the Chipmunks. I mean, obviously Scary Movie 2. He was the guy that I was talking about that was in the wheelchair that performed something extremely strange. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, oop, oop, oop. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness, we did it. He's done it. Yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, hot lead. I'll take it. We probably shouldn't have went around just for a chest. But you know what? Good things come to those who adventure. I think that it doesn't really work, that phrase. You know, it's probably kind of like a cannibalization of that idiom. But who's to say you can't just do that? I always wondered why people just use the same exact phrases in their idioms. It's just like, it's universal truths. It's not. You know, somebody made it up and they were just like, you know, everybody else who heard it at one point could relate to it, and then they repeated it. So like, if you were to make a phrase like the one I just did, something about adventure, I already forgot it, so I guess it must not be that relatable. So I guess our point is moot. It's void. It's null and void. Oh, ooh. Oh my goodness. There's just a lot going on the screen. Typically I'd be okay with that, but wow, okay. We have half a heart left. We got to be a little bit careful here. Oh, we could freeze the dude. Well, that changes up some things. You can bet your bottom dollar that I'm gonna keep this dude frozen as much as I can, even though he's also ignited. Oh boy. We're not about to give you epilepsy here. Honestly, that's not that bad. I think it might be the Switch version that's like not it's like tolerable is the word I was going for. Okay, so should we buy this key, or is the key cheaper on floor 2? Yo, this camera is actually pretty darn good. How about that? Catch me outside. Yeah? Oh man, we let go at the wrong time. You know what? It's not that bad. We're just gonna proceed. So yeah, David Cross, he's honestly pretty hilarious on screen. What was I gonna say about Scary Movie though? There's not much to talk about there. If you haven't seen it, it's not worth seeing. They're not like classics or anything like that. I guess if you like crude humor, you know, that's all for it. It's one of those movies where it's just like, hey, if you're a 15-year-old, there's gonna be some inappropriate stuff here, so it's gonna be good. You know, it's it's one of those shows that your parents, you don't want your parents catching you watching. And maybe just saying that makes me a bad influence on you. But that, I feel like that shows more about you than it does about me. But then again, I kind of sound like lots of other YouTubers, but just by saying that, and not in a good way. It's deflecting responsibility from the position that you hold. And to be honest, I don't hold that position. Maybe. Hopefully. Because I mean, if I go back just through my chat history log, nobody like actually respects what I say, right? At least they don't say that. That's not how people behave, like in response to, you know, things like eggs or dairy, or breaking free is an awesome song. I was about to say a la Zac Efron, but he did not sing that. I think he was not a good singer by the time the first High School Musical came out. So they had somebody else sing those. Yo, that was dangerous, dude. Do I want to fill up my shot grub or the snowballer? I think I'm gonna go with the snowballer. The cornballer. That's two Arrested Development references for you. Arrested Development seasons 1, 2, and 3, worth a watch. That is what would classify as part of a classic experience of of television in the mid 2000s. You know, there wasn't a gold mine of TV shows back then. All right. You had to recognize wit when it actually existed. You know, like people make fun of my I guess not fanhood, but like if I say anything good about Gilmore Girls, it's just like you like that show when you could be watching Pimp My Ride instead. I don't know, man. I mean, Pimp My Ride was perfectly fine, you know. Props to Exhibit for making a great show for all the ages. Let me see here. Blooper is actually a really nice gun. We're trying to save up for the nod key. The nod key. It sounds very British. I want to see what this team is up to right now. The one who made Enter the Gungeon, dodge roll. I know that's a hard pivot of subjects, but it's just looking at this game, I'm just like, man, I want more. I know that the limitations of Enter the Gungeon like made them want to move forward, but like, you know, I hope it's just another Enter the Gungeon. You know, it's a rare moment in time when you're just like, I don't want you to make something new. It's very selfish of me. I understand this. I understand it fully. But I want more Enter the Gungeon, but better. And better is like not even necessary, to be honest. I just want more. Maybe you can, you know, show Double Fine. I keep on making fun of Rad. It's not cool. It's just because it made me stop streaming. I said it. It was a huge part of me going, you know what? This is too hard. Oh man. If you look up the game Rad, if you look up like my 2-3 videos on it, it's me trying to force myself to say, hey, this game is pretty okay, right? Let's see if we can squeeze some content out of this. It's just, Now I'm not really putting this responsibility on you, but I gotta realize myself. I gotta do a little bit of a check myself before I wreck myself kind of thing, and just be honest. When you're not having fun on a game, I said it on a recent Skyward Sword episode. If I don't like actually love a game, I need to drop it immediately. You know, just be okay with stopping the record button and be like, all right, I'm done. We can continue this some other time. You know, it's not worth my time. You know, you can record the first episode, you know, have that first initial experience. It's like, okay, I think I get it. And then that second episode, you get to a couple of the gameplay mechanics and you're not feeling it, you know? I'm talking to you, Katana Zero. I'm talking to you, SteamWorld Quest. Just be open and honest and just call it time lost. Because it's gonna happen. You know? That's why I was extremely excited when Overwatch was coming out on Switch. I'm like, finally. A game that I know I'm gonna be behind like 100% as long as it runs. And it ran. It definitely runs. And if you haven't listened to the last like 3 episodes, I've been gushing about it this whole time. Yeah, it's kind of a problem at this point, but to be honest, I'm not playing it as much as I would normally play a game that I'm addicted to. And you might not even believe me just saying that out loud. Ouch. But yeah, usually a game like that, I'm playing non-stop every single night. You can see me live on twitch.tv Gyromonk. You will see me playing that game. I have changed my philosophy. You know, the less I play a game, the more excited I am when I get back to it. Yeah, prioritize games that I'm prioritize experiences, honestly. Like this, me playing into the Gyro Gungeon is a whole lot of fun in more ways than just an actual video game. This is a free therapy session for me. I'm hoping you're enjoying a lot of it. Some of it might be like a little bit too inside baseball. You know, you can call me out on that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna change it. It's one of those things that's just like, I don't know, you come up with stuff to talk about for 45 minutes at a time. And I'll see if we can get the conversation going. I mean, honestly, like if you guys posted comments on these, I would probably answer questions. If you have any questions, let me just pose that as a question instead of like an ambiguous, if you want to do it, you know, because like you get a lot more results with like with something more it's aggressive isn't the word. You know, you want to pose questions as something static, as something that came to your brain as like as something you actually want to know, instead of like you know, this is like something that would be nice to know, but I don't care much. You know, people like to know that they're providing you with exactly what you want. You know, if they're that kind of person. I've been seeing this question posed from a couple different avenues. Is Pokemon Sword and Shield gonna be worth it? I don't think it's soon enough to say, but as a Switch owner with no actual Pokemon game on the system yet, yes, I'm sorry, Pokemon Let's Go. We're gonna be playing through that game soon, but I don't think it's gonna count as a legitimate Pokemon experience. We'll see. I have not personally played it yet, but that will be a coming series. You know, if you made it this far in the video and you're still awake, that's a nice little spoiler for you. Spoilers, those aren't nice. It's nice when it's insider information. You know, you can keep this to yourself. It's between me and you. Just between. Oh no! Okay, we're fine. All right, we're going through this way. I think Dragonfire. Ooh, it's not as good as the price indicates, to be honest with you. I want to talk about my multiple personality thing a little bit more too. People think it's like outrageous that I'm like, I can be as quiet as like an ant, and then be as cartoony as I am now. I mean, I personally have been molded into this. Like, it wasn't a choice. You know, I was born in it, molded by it. I already said that. This is... I don't know why, but this room gives me anxiety. It's like small and there's a hole right there. As soon as I saw the layout, I was just like, I'm gonna get hit. And I did. Yeah, there it is. We gotta keep both of our blanks, by the way. So I don't know what gun to use for this next boss. I'm thinking the snowballer. But you never know. You never know. But I guess it's been a hot minute since people that I've met in real life have seen me on the internet as my streamer persona. It's just I hope that if any of you guys ever meet me in real life, and you watch this and you're not someone who I know, like in real life, is not a friend of mine, you know, like from my childhood, etc., etc. I hope that I don't disappoint you, I guess. Is that a fair thing to hope? Is that a fair thing to oh no, yeah, I kind of felt that. We probably should have just moved. That's the thing about this game, like if you rely too much on your dodge, you're gonna get hit a lot. Yeah, you want to focus on basically positioning and moving from the bullets instead of dodging. Dodging is a last resort, blank is the extra last resort. It's a little bit more confusing when you have so many different pellets that are in on the screen. It's not too bad though, because I already got hit. And also, we've already gotten 5 hearts at this point. I feel like that's an adequate amount to be able to beat the rat. Ouch. If we can get there. We're getting hit a lot. Jeez. Please. Thank you, Mind Flayer. I'm not feeling 100% confident about this run. Let me be 100% clear. Okay, so we need a key. I think we just purchased this. Let's get that heart. And let's go straight to the rat room. I was about to use a blank as well. I had to subconsciously transfer my thought patterns from my 2 minutes ago, saying I needed the 2 blanks. Honestly, I should just use the 1 blank for sure to clear this, and then go back out. I feel like that'd be a smarter move to ensure that maybe I only need to use purchase 1. Whoa, that timing though. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm gonna take a sip of water because we're running out of gas on our throat. Gas in your throat. That they make medication for that. It rhymes with yums. Ironically, because I mean, honestly, they don't taste that bad. To be like, to compare them to something else, they kind of just taste like Smarties. And that honestly makes them a little bit dangerous, because I just compared it to candy, you know, medication to some candy. Yeah, you just pop them in your mouth whenever you need them. Oh, the spider's still alive. Is this a new one? I could have sworn I killed 2 of them. Alright, yeah. So, down right, down up, down up. Oh, that was close. Is the camera a good choice for this room? I think so, personally. The main thing is, these guys are just not gonna die that easily. So you have to be a little bit patient with them. Alright, down up, down up. I love this code versus the code that my PC save has. It's extremely simple and clean. And it's the way that this run is making me feel tonight. It's kind of hard to let it go. Yeah, you're welcome for that that earworm to be stuck in your head all day. Boom, 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 boom. That's, we went to the sequel now. My sanctuary. It's not as catchy, I promise. And that's kind of how it goes with the Kingdom Hearts games. They're it's a huge downward slope. Which is frustrating because the games obviously look so much better, and then the storyline just gets so much more convoluted. I don't understand Disney. Actually, it's mostly Square Enix's fault. I think Kingdom Hearts started as a Squaresoft project. Maybe if they stayed Squaresoft. You take that evil out of your mouth about Dragon Warrior. Look, I'm not dissing Dragon Warrior. I'm just saying they didn't do any wonders for the Final Fantasy series. And you can spin that the other way around as well. Were the Dragon series, Dragon Warrior games better when they fused? Were they? I have no idea when they fused. I think Dragon Quest VIII. Hold on, that's worth a Google as well. We have a load screen coming up, so here we go. Dragon Quest VIII developers. Developers. It was Square Enix, level 5 Armor Project. Yeah. It was after the merger, the coalescence of the companies. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna blank that. All on the floor, blank that. Until you get sore, blank that. Oh, blank that. If I lose, it's because of the cursed reference. Oh, wow! Wow! Well, we made it to Metal Gear Rex. It's all good. Misplaced ambition. That's actually exactly where we were at the beginning of the stream. Did I just say stream? All right, that was recording. Thank you for watching, though. Thank you for keeping up with the series. Thank you for all the support. And yeah, hit that like button if you did indeed like the video. And hit that sub button if you don't want future episodes of Enter the Gungeon, as well as Link's Awakening, as well as other Zelda games, other Nintendo, other Gyro-based nonsense. Cool. Twitch.tv/GyroMonk for Overwatch stuff. I will see you on the next one. See ya!